Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. You guys already know what time of month it is. It's the end of February and the beginning of March, so that means we're going to go over just a quick portfolio update, see the changes I've made, see maybe any dividend increases we got, and of course go over all the dividends I received in the month of February, just to keep you guys informed of what's going on with me. Alright, so right now we're just looking at my spreadsheet, and we're going to go over a few of the things before we update this, and then we're going to update it and then look at it again afterwards. So the first thing you can see here is these dividend increases we got. This last year column, Google Finance is just a little bit messed up right now, I guess, so sorry about that, but it's just a little problem there. But for these dividend increases, you can see I got a small increase from Coca-Cola, about 2.44%, so only 1 cent a quarter increase, so nothing crazy big there, but obviously they were struggling in 2020, so it's good to see an increase at all, rather than just cutting it or not increasing the dividend at all. So then we got one from Cisco, also 1 cent a quarter increase, about 2.78%, so we'll clear that out. And then if we look, the annual income is around $35.38. The 3-year CAGR is around 6.39%, so I'm really trying to work on increasing that a little bit. And you can see my yield is now above 3% again, as the market has gone down a little bit over the past week. And just moving over here, you can see we have a lot of dividend pay dates coming up within the next 10 days and 30 days, so that's pretty exciting. Usually March is my biggest month for sure, so that'll be pretty exciting to see how that goes there. So now we're going to hop over to Fidelity and check out all the transactions I have. I have this set up for the 1st of February to the 26th, which was the last trading day in February. And we're just going to download this transaction statement, and then I'll open up my little command prompt here and navigate to the right directory, and then run that script file. And then we're going to select our file that we just downloaded, and it'll start to run this script and update our spreadsheet. Alright, so the script is finished and we have our transactions, so you can see we deposited our $45 as we do every month, and then we made some buys here, about $5 into Apple, $5 into Microsoft, about $15 into Apple, so I'm glad I was able to start investing a little bit more into Apple this month because I haven't been doing that recently. $7 into APD, $5 into Pfizer, and $10 into Procter & Gamble. So we had a total of about $41.60 invested this month. And then you can actually see that we did make a sell, and I sold the 1 share of People's United Bank that I owned. And the reason I did that is because they basically announced that they were going to be merging and being bought out by another bank called MTB. And basically you would have received some sort of shares of MTB as a result of the merger. And I just decided I didn't really want to go through with that. MTB is another small local bank type thing, not one of these big banks across the country. So I like People's United. They had a solid dividend history. They had a pretty solid dividend yield, but the dividend growth really wasn't there, and that's something that, like I said, I'm looking to increase. So that was one of the reasons that obviously they weren't one of my favorite stocks in my portfolio. And then MTB, their dividend yield was a lot lower, and they had lower dividend growth and really didn't have much history of growing that dividend. So I felt I really didn't want to own them that much, and I had some pretty nice capital gains on People's United that I was able to take. And actually, once the announcement happened, the price of the stock for People's United actually went up a fair bit as well, so that helped out some, allowed me to get some more capital gains there. And then if we look at the dividends, I got about 27 cents from Caterpillar, about 36 cents from Procter & Gamble, about 18 cents from People's United, that'll be my last one there, about 6 cents from Apple, and about 14 cents from Carrier Global, 34 cents from APD, 38 cents from JP Morgan, and 95 cents from AT&T. So almost $1 a quarter from AT&T, so that'll be exciting when we get there. So the total dividends for the month of February is $2.68. So I'm pretty sure that's a pretty nice increase from the last time we got paid by these companies, which was probably around November. So we'll have to check that out. So these are just the transactions, and then you can see all these recent transactions I did just got added in here, and then you can actually see now we have this sell here, and you can see we made about $7.86 from selling PBCT, and I'm going to put this right into JP Morgan sometime in the next few days. Just put this $18.54 I received into JP Morgan just to keep it within the financial sector, but that's a company that I like a lot more than People's United, so that's what I'm going to do there. And then if we look at the dividend payments, you can see all these got added in, and then looking at the monthly dividends, you can see our total of $2.68, and our last time we got paid in November was $2.14. So that's a fairly nice increase, just a steady increasing line there. That's what I like to see. And then obviously since the first quarter isn't over, we won't be able to see the totals for that, and then the yearlies, it looks pretty disappointing at the moment. And then also I wanted to look at this change over time, and we can run this script real quick. It should take just a few seconds. So our dividends annually only rose a little bit, and that was mostly just because of the selling of People's United, I think, and I haven't redeployed that capital. So our annual dividends really didn't increase that much, and our CAGR did increase a little bit, which I really like to see. So just looking at the annual income, now that we've updated this script, it's $35.43, which like we looked at before, it's really only a tiny bit higher than it was before, just because we sold People's United and haven't redeployed that capital yet. Then if we look up here, you can see now we have 0 shares of People's United. So we'll go here and we'll just delete this whole row, and now it'll be out of our spreadsheet. And then in our performance tab, what we'll have to do is we'll have to copy these down one row, and then we can delete this row here to get rid of that, and we'll have the new performance. And the nice thing is that I have this invested amount set up so that it takes into account these cells here as well, so I can sort of keep track of our progress with the capital gains that are realized in our total performance. So that's nice to see. So our return is about 10.75% so far, even with a little bit of a downturn recently. So honestly, not too bad overall. I think it's been about a year and a few months. So obviously, I think the whole market has done a little bit better than that, but this is, a journey for me. It's my first year. I'm kind of getting into the groove of things, trying to learn as much as I can. So I definitely wouldn't expect myself, to beat the market the first year, and I think dividend investing as a whole really takes a few years to really start compounding and really showing its power. So hopefully in 5 years we'll look at this and this number will be something insanely high. That's pretty much all I have for you in this portfolio update. Make sure to let me know in the comments how much dividends you received in the month of February. I would be really excited to hear how you guys are doing, and maybe include what the growth was from November, which is when most of these companies probably paid you last. So I would love to hear about that, and I will leave some videos up here for you guys to watch of mine if you're interested. And with that, I will see you in the next one.